What's up, my fam? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling one of the biggest questions out there. Can blockchain save the planet? It might sound like a bold claim, but stick with me, because we're going to dive deep into how blockchain technology could be the key to solving some of our most pressing environmental challenges. We've all heard the criticisms of blockchain, mainly about its energy consumption, especially with cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. But here's the thing, the same technology that powers crypto could also be a game changer for sustainability. From revolutionizing the way we manage resources to creating transparent and efficient systems for everything from carbon credits to supply chains, blockchain has the potential to make a massive impact on the planet. In this video, we're going to explore the different ways blockchain can contribute to environmental protection and sustainability, how it's already being used, and what the future might hold. So if you're passionate about crypto and care about the planet, this is one video you won't want to miss. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and let's get into it. First, let's get on the same page about what blockchain actually is and why it has such huge potential for environmental applications. At its core, blockchain is a decentralized ledger that records transactions across a network of computers. The beauty of blockchain lies in its transparency, security, and the fact that it doesn't rely on a central authority. But how does this relate to saving the planet? It all comes down to trust and efficiency. For decades, one of the biggest challenges in environmental conservation has been the lack of transparency and accountability. Whether it's tracking carbon emissions, ensuring sustainable practices, or managing resources, there's always been a risk of fraud, corruption, or just plain inefficiency. Blockchain changes that by providing a transparent, tamper-proof system where every transaction and every action can be verified by anyone. Imagine a world where every drop of water, every watt of electricity, and every tree in a forest is accounted for and managed in real time. That's the promise of blockchain. It creates a digital layer of trust and accountability that can make our systems far more efficient and sustainable. All right, let's get into the real-world applications. How is blockchain already being used to help the planet, and where do we see this going in the future? Energy grids and renewable energy. One of the most exciting areas for blockchain is in energy management. Right now, our energy grids are centralized and often inefficient. Blockchain can decentralize energy production and distribution, allowing individuals to generate renewable energy like solar power and sell it directly to their neighbors through a peer-to-peer network. Companies like PowerLedger are already doing this, enabling people to trade energy without the need for a middleman. This not only increases the use of renewable energy, but also makes the grid more resilient and less reliant on fossil fuels. Carbon credits and offsets. The carbon credit market has been plagued by issues of transparency and double counting. Blockchain can solve this by creating a transparent and immutable record of carbon credits, ensuring that they are only used once and by the correct party. Projects like Climate Trade and Viridium are leveraging blockchain to make carbon credits more accessible, reliable, and effective. This could dramatically increase the impact of carbon offset initiatives and help companies and individuals more effectively reduce their carbon footprints. Supply chain transparency. Another big one, supply chains. Today's global supply chains are complex and often opaque, leading to environmental degradation, waste, and even human rights abuses. Blockchain can bring transparency to every step of the supply chain, from the source of raw materials to the final product. This means that consumers can verify that the products they buy are truly sustainable, and companies can ensure that their practices are environmentally friendly. We're seeing this in action with companies like IBM's Food Trust, which tracks the journey of food products to ensure sustainability and reduce waste. Conservation efforts. Blockchain can also play a role in protecting endangered species and habitats. For example, the World Wildlife Fund, a WWF, has used blockchain to track the sustainable sourcing of seafood, ensuring that illegal fishing practices are curbed. By using blockchain, conservationists can track and verify the origins of wildlife products, helping to fight poaching and illegal trade. Are you looking to secure your cryptocurrency investments? Meet Ledger, the ultimate solution for protecting your digital assets. Ledger offers top-tier hardware wallets designed to keep your crypto safe from online threats. With products like the Ledger Nano S Plus, Nano X, and the new Ledger Stacks, you can store your private keys offline, ensuring they are out of reach from hackers. Unlike hot wallets, which are connected to the internet and susceptible to hacks, Ledger hardware wallets provide cold storage, keeping your private keys offline. This makes them immune to online attacks. Paired with the Ledger Live app, managing your crypto has never been easier. Buy, exchange, and grow your assets all in one secure place. The app supports over 5,000 coins and tokens, making it versatile for any crypto enthusiast. Whether you're just starting with crypto or are a seasoned investor, Ledger has a device for you. The Ledger Nano S Plus is perfect for beginners, while the Nano X offers Bluetooth connectivity for on-the-go use. For the ultimate in security and customization, check out the Ledger Stacks with its advanced e-ink touchscreen. Ready to take control of your crypto security? Click the link in the description to get your Ledger hardware wallet today and join the millions of users who trust Ledger for their digital asset protection. Water management. Water is one of our most precious resources, and managing it efficiently is crucial. Blockchain can be used to create smart contracts that manage water usage and distribution, ensuring that it is used sustainably. Projects like SweetBridge are exploring ways to use blockchain for better water management, reducing waste, and ensuring that clean water is accessible to those who need it most. These examples show that blockchain isn't just a theoretical tool, it's already making a difference. But the potential goes even further. Of course, we can't talk about blockchain and the environment without addressing the elephant in the room: energy consumption. The biggest criticism of blockchain, particularly proof-of-work systems like Bitcoin, is that they consume a lot of energy. And it's true, Bitcoin mining does require significant energy, and this has led to concerns about its environmental impact. But here's the good news: the industry is evolving. We're seeing a shift towards more energy-efficient consensus mechanisms like proof of stake, which drastically reduces the energy required to maintain the blockchain. Ethereum, for example, has transitioned to proof of stake with Ethereum 2.0, reducing its energy consumption by over 99%. Moreover, there's a growing movement within the blockchain community to use renewable energy for mining operations. Companies are setting up mining farms in locations with abundant renewable energy sources, like hydroelectric power in Iceland or solar power in Texas. This not only reduces the carbon footprint of mining, but also helps to stabilize and support renewable energy grids. Another challenge is scalability. Blockchain networks need to be able to handle large volumes of transactions quickly and efficiently to be truly useful for environmental applications. Solutions like Layer 2, scaling, sharding, and cross-chain interoperability are being developed to address these issues, making blockchain more scalable and accessible. Finally, there's the issue of adoption. For blockchain to truly make a difference, it needs to be widely adopted by businesses, governments, and individuals. This requires education, regulation, and most importantly, a willingness to embrace new technology. But as we've seen with the rapid adoption of the internet and smartphones, when a technology proves its value, adoption can happen quickly. So, what does the future hold? If blockchain is going to save the planet, it's going to be through a combination of innovation, collaboration, and commitment. Here's where I see things heading. Integration with IoT, Internet of Things. Imagine a world where every device, from your smart thermostat to industrial sensors, is connected to the blockchain. This would create a hyper-efficient system where energy, water, and other resources are managed in real time, reducing waste and optimizing usage. The integration of blockchain with IoT could be a game changer for sustainability. Smart cities. Blockchain could be the backbone of smart cities, where everything from waste management to public transportation is optimized for efficiency and sustainability. By creating transparent, automated systems, cities can reduce their environmental impact while improving the quality of life for their residents. Tokenized ecosystems. We're likely to see the rise of tokenized ecosystems, where environmental actions are rewarded with tokens that have real-world value. This could include everything from recycling programs to carbon offset initiatives. By incentivizing sustainable behavior, we can create a positive feedback loop that benefits both the planet and the economy. Decentralized governance. Blockchain enables decentralized governance models, where communities can make decisions about resource management and environmental protection. This could lead to more democratic and effective conservation efforts, as those who are directly affected by environmental issues are given a voice in how they're addressed. Global collaboration. Finally, blockchain has the potential to foster global collaboration on environmental issues. Because it's a decentralized technology, blockchain transcends borders, allowing for international cooperation on everything from climate change to biodiversity conservation. We could see the emergence of global initiatives that use blockchain to coordinate efforts, share data, and track progress in real time. So, can blockchain save the planet? It's not a silver bullet, but it's definitely a powerful tool in the fight for sustainability. By bringing transparency, efficiency, and accountability to the systems that manage our resources, blockchain has the potential to make a significant impact on the environment. But like any tool, it's only as effective as how we choose to use it. The future of blockchain and sustainability is in our hands. It's up to us to push for the adoption of these technologies, support projects that are making a difference, and educate others about the potential of blockchain to help solve some of the world's most pressing challenges. If you found this video insightful, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. How do you think blockchain could help save the planet? What projects are you most excited about? Let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, stay informed, stay green, and keep exploring the possibilities. Peace. If you haven't already done so, visit our website. You will find the link in the description.